Welcome to Meadville Paranormal presents The Wormhole. Paranormal covers many things. You hear something bump in the night? See that moving shadow? You smell Grandpa's pipe? Feel the hair on the back of your neck stand straight out. Normal doesn't have to be scary. But if you believe it is,
Go. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of what makes a good paragroup. Or paranormal group, if I was actually pronouncing words. But why would I do that?
Yeah.
That's okay. So, let's start. Well, I said I was going to work my way up from the bottom, I guess. I don't know. Of course, I'm assuming I can read my own writing again. That's always fun. Does equipment matter to a group?
I would say yeah. I mean, you need equipment for a variety of things, just for to see what your eyes don't see, to hear what your ears don't hear. You definitely need that kind of equipment.
Some. What do you think? Before I blast off into my opinion. You have a big mouth. I know you have a big mouth.
Yes,
Start talking. If I look into the mic instead of the camera, like it's going to do something good for me.
Yeah.
I believe that it does matter to a point, because if we can't hear certain things with our own ears, then of course it's going to matter so we can catch things that a human can't hear or see. But I believe that it also matters if the paranormal group can
Everybody can see.
tune in and try to figure out what's going on without the equipment also.
My next question was, can you overspend on equipment? Not just on a particular...
Overspend? Yeah.
Can you get too much equipment into a place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say you can, because you really don't need a whole heck of a lot. I mean, it's nice to have a good variety of stuff, but you don't need it.
Yeah, I was looking at one group and they had like 7 miles of cable for all their cameras and different stuff, and I'm like, really? Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff out there that they tell you that you
On
need,
the
but you
motorcycle
don't.
going by.
Beauties of live broadcasting with the door open. Yes, we're doing good. It's a nice day here, and we're stuck inside broadcasting, so here we go again. Okay, go ahead.
I just asked if you should shut the door now.
No! Go out there and tell them to stop. We're broadcasting, actually. Stand in the middle of the road. Stop!
I just believe that, there's a lot of equipment that you don't need. And you got to just figure out which equipment you do and which you don't.
Yeah, I think there's getting to be a level of people just buying stuff to buy stuff, too. Trying to keep up with other groups, even though some stuff isn't verifiable that it works.
Well, a lot of
Up-to-date stuff is good, but even some of the older stuff is good. I mean, being modernized is one thing, but how far can you really go?
A lot of it is advertised to do certain things, and it looks good, but then when you get it, it actually doesn't work the same way. And really, you don't need it because you have other equipment that does the same thing as what you just got.
Okay, we'll stop talking about equipment because this is what makes a good paragroup, not what makes good equipment. So let's talk about what makes a good group as a whole. So I know our next show notes are about what makes a good investigator, so let's keep it to the group as a whole. Can you follow?
I can follow. Can you?
No, they're my notes. I've got a picture and a spider web.
I believe it's people who work together and listen.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't quite hear you.
Yes. They need to listen well to others and just help each other out.
Not only others on the team, but the clients and the people that are in the investigation site. Even if they're not clients, they still have something important to say because they're there.
Right. And they're dealing with it more than what we do. We come in and we have to listen to what's going on and figure out what's going on and try to explain exactly why it's happening. I also think that we need to have an open mind to every situation that we go into. That's what makes a good group. Instead of just set on one thing. And
10 minutes.
10 minutes? We're at 10 minutes, halfway through? Okay.
you, come on.
Talk about the group dynamic. What?
Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Look, he's got a bloody shin. What happened there?
I agree. I mean, you have to be able to listen. I mean, the group have got to work well together, know how to work together, and the more that you spend with people, I mean, I know some people get on each other's nerves and this, that, but the more you spend with them, the more you learn to be almost one as a group. I mean,
you're never going to agree with everybody all the time.
Right.
But to understand where they're at and where they're coming from so that you take that bias and as a whole into a group.
Right. I mean, it's like a mechanic and his assistant. You know, the assistant knows exactly what the mechanic needs before the mechanic asks for it. I mean, that's teamwork. That's working together and understanding each other.
Okay, so I've got one more point here and then we'll wrap this hard. Meadville Paranormal Investigation Team was named team for a reason. Because of the dynamic that a team brings. Going back to team sports, not society or group, because groups seem kind of open-ended, like something you can hang out and, yeah, it's good a group, or a therapy group, which there's nothing wrong with those.
Right.
But there's still the different connotations of that word. In society is a big, different class of people. And it's, in my mind, I love the people that have society in their name or their group, whatever. You did it for your reasons, I did it for mine. But it just wasn't my version of what we needed. So there's why we're Meadville Paranormal Investigation Team. And we're going to see you soon.